Welcome to Oddscheck.com and our roundup of the outlier odds values to be found across Europe's top leagues this weekend. Now in a moment I'll use our exclusive premium bet finder tool to instantly show you the bets where the top paying bookie is offering significant outlier odds value relative to the middle of the market. Oddscheck.com has a unique format for super quick and private odds comparison, but comparing odds means very little if all the bookies have the same odds for all the results. The difference is our premium bet finder tool instantly shows you the bets where odds values really diverge in a big way, so you can actually find where the extra value might exist. So let's get started in England with the Premier League. Now you can find the premium bet finder tool near the top of your display, and if I max it out at 15% plus, we can see that there's 15% plus more value for away wins for Everton and Burnley and a home win for Liverpool. The Toffees' early season form seems to have deserted them, and with another point penalty looming, they have slipped into 18th. They're yet to register a win in the league this year and haven't beaten City in Manchester since 2010. But if you think they can get a result this weekend, or that another relegation threatened club, Burnley, can win away at Anfield like they did back in 2021, then there's 15% plus more potential profit to be found at the top paying bookie compared to the medium bookie, aka the middle of the market. Now, if I dial the premium bet finder tool back down to 11% plus, we see another potentially interesting result highlighted: a win on the road for Manchester United at Villa Park. Despite the constant unrest off the field, the Red Devils have started to win again and have scored 7 goals in their last 2 games. They travel down to a Villa side 2 places above them in the league, where they lost last season 3-1, but safe in the knowledge that since that game they've beaten them 3 times, albeit at Old Trafford. If you think that United will take all 3 points, then there's 11% plus more value and therefore potential profit for this result. Okay, next let's head over to Spain and La Liga. Now if I slide the premium bet finder up to 13% plus, we can see that there's 13% plus more value for an away win for Girona at the Bernabeu. With just 2 points separating Los Blancos in first and Girona in second, this is a true top of the table clash and potentially title decider. Girona beat Madrid 4-2 in this fixture last season, but have never been in this position where so much is riding on the game. If you think this season's surprise package will overcome the old guard of Madrid, then there's at least 13% plus more potential value to be found between the top and middle bookies. Now, if we drop the premium bet finder tool back down just 1 point to 12% plus, we see an away win for Granada highlighted. With just 12 points after 23 games and just 2 wins all season, Granada need a miracle to survive. They travel to the Nou Camp stuck down in 19th place, but with the knowledge that they are a bit of a bogey team for Barcelona, having not lost to them in the last 4 meetings and beaten them in this fixture back in 2021. Can they start to find their salvation here this weekend? If you think Granada will win, then there's 12% plus more potential profit to be found on that bet. Meanwhile, over in Italy and the world of Serie A, if we again max out the premium bet finder tool to 15% plus, we can see that there is a big divergence in value for an away win for Lecce in Bologna. Both these teams have gone off the boil since Christmas, but Lecce's recent record against Bologna is poor and they haven't beaten them since 2011. After a good 3-2 win over Fiorentina last weekend, can Lecce wind back the years and get a win in Bologna? If you think they can, then there's 15% plus more potential profit to be made. Now, by dropping the premium bet finder tool back down to 14% plus, we see another interesting result highlighted: a win on the road for Udinese in Turin. Udinese are struggling for form and haven't won in the league since December last year. They head to a rejuvenated Juve in second, who seem to have finally rediscovered some of their old magic, and despite the defeat to Inter over the weekend, they will be a tough challenge. Udinese haven't won in Turin since 2015, but if you think they can get their first win of 2024 this weekend, then there's 14% plus more profit for that bet. Finally, let's head to Germany and the Bundesliga. Now dial up the premium bet finder to 12% plus and we see some good potential value for an away win for Heidenheim. Last season's Bundesliga 2 champions are having a good first season back in the top flight. Sitting in 10th, they're undefeated in 8 games and visit a Werder side who are just 1 place and 2 points above them in the league, and who they've beaten in their last 2 meetings. If you think they can take all 3 points this weekend and move into the top half of the table, well then there's 12% plus more value for that bet. So, as you can see, there are plenty of potentially interesting results across Europe this weekend where there is compelling outlier odds value to be found. Be sure to smash a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and tell us about any other leagues you'd like us to cover. Now, regulations prevent us from showing you which bookies have the top odds here for each result, so head on over to oddscheck.com to give the premium bet finder tool a try for yourself before you find the best odds for your results of interest. It's available on match odds for every league that we cover, plus plenty of popular outright winner markets too, where the outlier values can be even more significant. Well, that's all for now, but as always, please play responsibly.